Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Outrageous Reactions. It's Chris here. Hope you're doing well. In this video, I am reacting to Nate Diaz before they were famous. UFC. Before they were famous. Let's get right into this. This video is by Michael McCrudden. Looking forward to this one. Let's go. And look at him there, he looks so different.
Before Nate Diaz would go head-to-head against
Conor McGregor
and come out victorious. Before the two would ever rematch, where Conor was chosen as the winner by judges' decision.
Time at 155 pounds, I came up to 170, faced the bigger man, overcame my adversity. Now you want this trilogy? It's on my terms. Come back down to 155, we'll do it.
Before Nate Diaz would become the winner of Ultimate Fighter 5.
Nothing against a gay dude. To be honest with you, if you're gay,
Ultimate Fighter 5.
These dudes ain't even gay.
A long time ago.
They're making us look bad. They're professional fighters that act like it, you know?
Before Nate Diaz would face a suspension after his second match with McGregor for vaping cannabis oil only hours later.
The True Company, it's a CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that.
Now Nate and his older brother Nick have never been boys to
He
stick
looked
to the
blazed.
street, and that definitely has something to do with
Jesus.
their tough upbringing. What got Nate Diaz into fighting in the first place wasn't that he was driven by passion for the sport, but it was his literal hunger to survive. When he went and trained with his older brother, he would be treated with a burrito afterwards. If he didn't train, well, the dude didn't eat. Now the guy had a tough time
there
in
you
school,
go.
was constantly getting into
Mental,
fights,
that is.
and if you think the teachers had his back, well, they would tell him that his best chance at a future would be for him to stay out of prison. Yeah, no wonder the dude's calling card is giving the world the middle finger. The double middle finger. Ugh. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Nate Diaz prior to fame, here for you on Before They Were Famous. Now, UFC 202 was a brilliant spectacle, and you guys have long been asking for this video. I've also covered Conor McGregor's bio in the past, so be sure to check that out. And as always, be sure to let me know in the comments down below who you want me to document next.
God, this guy's losing his voice almost.
Here we go.
He's losing his breath.
How embarrassing.
Before they were famous.
Nate Diaz was born Nathan Donald Diaz on April 16, 1985 in Stockton, California. He is of Mexican and American heritage and is one of 3 children to Melissa and Robert Diaz. His mother a waitress and his father a cook. Nate has 1 younger sister, Nina. Throughout the family's youth, their father was rarely around, which left their mom working multiple jobs to keep food on the table. And even then, a healthy dinner, well, that was uncommon. If you're wondering what their hometown of Stockton is like, well, in 2012, Stockton became the largest city in U.S. history to file for bankruptcy protection, essentially making it the Detroit of California. The young family, minus their father, lived out of a ghetto motel, living in poverty. Nate and Nina were not aware of their poor surroundings and would pass their time watching cartoons, while their older brother Nick was well aware of the family situation and aspired for something more.
I remember leaving school with all my boys, and we'd see my brother running down the street. Everybody would be like, hey, there goes your brother, working out all the time. What's his problem? You know, I'm like, I don't know. That's what he likes to do.
Throughout middle school, Nathan found himself getting into brawls and being up to no good. He had little or no interest in school, and his teachers told him the best he could hope for was that he would stay out of prison. But even that, they wouldn't bet any money on.
That's some great advice.
In school, the guy got into many a brawl. He had a chip on his shoulder, didn't get along with many of his peers. And, well, that worked out when his brother was like, why don't you come train with me?
He's like, why don't you come train with me? And he threw a pair of gi pants at me. I didn't have nothing else to do, so I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, so that happened when he was only 14.
He had nothing else to do.
From there, he was
14, he started training.
Wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Previous to Nate, Nick was the youngest member at the club, and the boys would be sparring with men much older and much more experienced. Nate wasn't particularly good or even interested, but soon found his motivation when he was given a burrito after his training from the older dudes who ate from a taco truck after training. Before he knew it, he was a blue belt. He had also discovered a benefit to be gained from all this training. For the first time in Nate's life, he felt purpose and even a little bit of happiness.
And the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches, plus 2.
The endorphins from the exercise, and Nate forgot about his
Grinch.
anger and his hopelessness, and that was kind of how he was living his life. At least while he was
moving
working
forward.
out, he felt like a pretty decent dude.
He felt
decided
good.
then that he would drop out of Tokay High School. Why? Well, he wasn't really going too far with academics. They weren't his strong suit. He didn't have a lot of friends. He got into a lot of fights. So he just dropped out.
They want you to give us a quick count to 10, both of you gentlemen, if you don't mind, just if you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate can only count to 5. 10.
Oh, well,
Coach and trainer Cesar Gracie got Nate Diaz's first fight, then another one. All of a sudden, Nate Diaz was following in his big brother's footsteps, becoming a pro fighter. His brother Nick was there to mentor him.
Snapping his arm
There was
off.
a fight in the WEC where Nick spelt a conspiracy when the promoter made serious changes to the rules and had his little bro's payment bumped from $2,000 to $12,000. Nate recalls this moment by stating, "I was like, are you kidding me? I couldn't believe it. I thought, man, I'm going to be a thousandaire. I'm going to buy a house." Yeah.
Yeah, thousandaire.
My whole team will fucking beat your whole team's ass. How about that?
I'm not making fun of the guy. I know we can kick my ass, but thousandaire, come on. That's not a thing.
Watch the armbar. Watch the armbar. There it is. He's got him. He's got him. He's got him.
Nate would lose this fight in a second round armbar to Hermes Franca, who at the time was
Hermes.
a lightweight champ with more than 20 pro fights, including UFC wins under his belt. Yeah, some stiff competition. Plus the whole thing was kind of rigged in his favor. What are you gonna do? The WEC was soon absorbed by another
What are you
company
gonna do?
associated with the UFC, and Nate Diaz would join the organization in the merger at the age of 21.
Nate turned pro, winning his debut by triangle choke.
In 2007, he would become victorious in The Ultimate Fighter Season 5, a reality show where 16 mixed martial arts fighters would not only fight one another, but also live with one another as well. Kinda awkward. I mean, they hate each other all night, and then they gotta be friends all day. Pass the toothpaste. I'm gonna kick your ass!
On behalf of the UFC, you are the lightweight ultimate fighter. You get the six-figure contract with the UFC.
He would go on to have one of the most successful and tainted careers in the UFC. He's won awards such as Fight of the Night 7 times,
Good for him.
Submission of the Night 5 times,
They look so
Knockout of
messed
the Night,
up
and has the most
after the
post-fight
fights.
bonus awards in UFC history. He's also been surrounded in a bit of controversy. His brother Nick, well, he likes to smoke the marijuana, so does Nate. Then Nate also has made some homophobic remarks via Twitter. Despite all this, he is one of a select few fighters who can be called upon on short notice, asked to drop weight, and put on a good show. And all that blood that you see on his face, well, that's because the guy has so much scar tissue, he tears up pretty easy.
Your whole team. Blackhead ass. You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
As for the rest of the story, we'll have to wait and see because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden and we do all sorts of celebrity bios on here. We've done a bunch of athletes in the past. I know we've done Odell Beckham Jr. and we've done
That guy talks a lot in these videos.
We've done Conor McGregor. We've also done Ronda Rousey.
He's like running out of breath all the time. That was a good video though, very informative.
Video I made on Nate Diaz where there were all those errors. Thanks for giving me a second crack at it. You know, all the good guys, they get a second chance. Just like Conor McGregor. Or Nate Diaz, what? I don't know.
I remember in July they wanted you to fight.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. There you go. Pretty mental actually, where he come from, his upbringing. He sounded like he had a pretty hard life, and when he started fighting, he didn't even want to. And the only reason he used to train is because he got a burrito, he got to eat afterwards, and that's some pretty heavy motivation right there. Mental. Well, there you go guys. If you enjoyed this video today, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, give it a like because it does help us out a lot. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe because we put up videos every single day and you're going to love them. And if you've got any suggestions of what we should react to, just leave them down in the comment section down below. We'll put them on a list and we'll get them out to you as soon as we can. I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Peace out.